So I actually said in a previous episode this would be a series that I maybe practiced, where I haven't practiced in a lot of other series. So far that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I'll be 3 episodes ahead of a practice file, you know?
That is true.
Bubble Buddy! Gosh, everyone is trying to help out today.
Step quietly there. That king jellyfish is just up at the top of this path. Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks, Bubble Buddy.
Oh, excuse me. I like how this dude's got pictures of himself
Fresh like a spring
hanging up.
breeze.
Okay. This gives me, you know, Bomb Up Battlefield vibes. Climbing the mountain to get to King Bomb Up. And it's funny thinking of how quick you can get to King Bomb Up versus how long it takes to get to King Jellyfish.
Yeah.
It's like an hour to get up here.
Crazy.
Oh, boys!
Slap him! It's like the base. Okay, I've been hit twice, so that's good. Our strategy is clearly working here. Alright, we've been hit 3 times, so what we're doing is successful, to say the least. Slap him again!
I feel like a new sponge.
You know we're slapping it like a base.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a lot of health, actually, so there's no reason to really die. That's good.
Too pretty. Can't take it.
At least we picked up. Finish slapping that base. If anyone has seen I Love You, Man.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
And if you have, I'll talk to you on a later time. Right, Jessica?
Yes.
Boom, dead. And dead. Some king jellyfish you are. Oh. Excuse me? Excuse me? I literally had headphones on as you're hollering at me. He said, here, take my jelly. Get the jelly.
I feel
So
like a
the
new
jelly
sponge.
got.
Number 1 in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Okay, this is the first episode that is being bulk recorded, for what it's worth. Oh, we doing it!
I love opening.
And now you're doing the sponge. Alright, Jessica, you ready to get into today's comment question?
Yes.
Today's comment question is, what game should they remake next? Ideally, I'm talking about from this era, you know, PS2, GameCube, Xbox era.
Yeah.
But, you can say anything. Any game you want to see get the HD remake treatment. Now, I was going to allot myself some time to think of my answer for this one, but when we finished recording last episode, Jessica said, why don't you just record another one? So I was like, I don't know the answer to my comment question of the day.
You could do anything you set your mind and your muscle to.
Oh, thank you, Larry. Live like Larry.
When it's not too late.
Hmm?
I would change that.
Yeah, I know. I saw you over there trying to be sneaky. Larry. Don't you want to live like Larry?
Yes.
Alright, Squidward. Oh.
Oh, that feels so much better.
Anything for my best friend Squidward. Can I rub some on?
What if I just gave you this?
What was the comment question of the day again?
this comment question of the day is, what game would you like to see remade? Now, I know that answer is going to vary for some people. Some people are going to say, well, I don't really want the graphics updated or the controls updated. I just want a game ported over so it's, you know, I have access to it, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think this answer is going to be different for everybody. Some people are going to say, like, you know, Mario 64. That game, I've stood by this, that game could stand to have some content added to it. Some, obviously, update the controls, update the camera. I think if you're going to do Super Mario 64, I'm worried they're going to do one of two things. They're either going to just port the game over,
Yeah.
like playing the N64, or they're just, and this is going to sound like really complaining and whiny, and they're just going to make it HD. I want to see them basically do like New Super Mario Brother, where you get the 120 stars, and then it adds, like once you get all 120 stars, it unlocks like secret levels,
Yeah.
like it would on the New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That way people can still play the 120 and feel like they got the original complete experience.
Yeah.
But then there's more content in it.
To defeat robots or tikis that are direct.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget that, Bubble Buddy.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Let's see Patrick's house. Dude, like I feel like there was a level on here that was
Living under
like
a
the
rock.
episode
Now that's the life.
where you went inside of people's dreams,
Oh, yeah.
right? I feel like that was a level in here, but I could be wrong. And like the Squidward one was a slide through musical notes.
Oh, yeah.
I could certainly be wrong. But look at this Mario 64 homage.
Oh,
Imagine if it actually took you in somewhere.
that would be cool, though.
Wouldn't it? Alright, so can we go into Squidward's house? That's the only bad thing about Patrick's house being a darn rock, is there's nothing to do in it. That's why if you could have jumped in the picture, that would have been such a sweet
Yeah.
touch. Will you turn on a light? Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting a little worn down. Today was not an easy day. Nothing hard happened. I just was. Well, watch out. You okay?
Forgot that.
Just letting that down
Here,
gently.
let me unplug that.
I'm just glad you can go inside the houses.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
cool.
very dope touch.
Stupid
Yeah.
robots ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning, and now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary?
I am
Yeah,
so
I literally
sorry,
just helped
Squidward.
you.
Patrick and I were just playing a game and
Oh, I correct myself. I should have known
Oh my
that
gosh.
whole robot problem involved both of you.
Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything?
Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Move to another town. I cracked me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile.
I didn't know Squidward had a lamp. I love opening presents. It shines.
Look at this. Look at this picture they used for
Oh
screen.
my gosh, that's funny.
It's dead
I
on,
didn't
dude.
know Squidward had a
Look at that
lamp.
one with his eyes.
What?
Look at the one behind you. Not that one, but that little one right there.
Oh my gosh. They also got the gorgeous Squidward.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I'm just breaking all his stuff.
What was that supposed to be, you know?
Those guys?
Yeah.
So
You're
random.
in my life.
You know, I was bragging about how cool it is that you get to go into the houses, but they didn't really do a lot with them.
No.
That was it. Unless
It'd
there's
be
more
cool.
to it.
It was like Pokemon and stuff like that, where you can walk up to
Mhm.
pretty much everything.
And dig through their trash.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're reading 50 Shades of Coral. And you're like,
Oh, gosh.
Karen, Coral is so not in anymore. Alright, let's go back to our house because I can't remember if we had enough things to Open the door. When I do my Let's Plays in the dark, which is like, yeah, you know, Let's Plays, it's got to be dark and, you know, get the full effect. I'm like, I get 5 minutes into it, I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like, I'm so sleepy.
Snack, but there's no time.
Oh my gosh, SpongeBob. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That's why I can't play horror games.
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep in the middle of it. And finally, the number... Okay, they did say something about Patrick's socks. The number in the center... Okay, I guess we're just looking for his lost socks.
But there's no time.
There's no time. I get it. Did they get Gary's voice
Give
actor?
me some credit, Gary. I remember.
I mean, it was
I think
partially a
that's
joke.
SpongeBob is
It
Gary.
was partially a joke.
Tom Kenny.
Yeah, probably.
He's Gary and the narrator.
They need to make a regular show 3D platformer. You know what I mean? It got a
Yeah,
bunch of
that'd be cool.
like budget titles. It
Yeah.
needs a 3D platformer. The levels would be insane.
Yeah.
I had to come up with like 50 talking points for this. Jessica, I just found the all-in-one AV cord.
What do you mean?
I just found the all. Remember how we just went and bought the N64 AV
It's
cord?
right there.
It's plugged up to the Xbox.
Wow.
It's in front of me. I have an all-in-one AV cord that goes to the Xbox, the PS2, and the GameCube and N64, and I couldn't find it, so I went and bought AV cords for the Xbox and the N64, and now I see it plugged into my Xbox. So do we have to drive the Krabby Mobile, whatever it's called, just the carts?
Bob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom.
All right, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust.
Not vacuum, evacuate. We have to get everyone to safety.
Can we just load them up in the boats?
That won't do any good,
Why not?
because the robots have taken all the steering wheels.
Huh.
Wouldn't we just drive in a straight line?
No, there are too many turns.
Those fiends, they've thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff. I'll get those steering wheels back.
SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear. But I'll tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden speck.
How about a driver's license instead?
Hey, SpongeBob playing the long game.
Nice try.
There is a floating sponge, so let's see what this is about. Ah.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
Okay. What the heck is this? Meep, meep, meep. Darn nematodes. Oh, wow. Some fates are worse than death, my friend. What the heck? I got an actual cat to do Gary. That was weird. This robot is called G-Love. Okay. Also, I know I couldn't do a third one because I don't think my voice could hold up for a third episode. It's true. Yeah, that's the best way to actually deal with them. Okay, yeah, because we were talking about 3D platformers last episode, right?
Yes.
And I said, oh, I thought of another comment question of the day, but I'll try to save it.
Yeah.
That was a comment that the Fairly Odd Parents games for this generation, Breaking the Rules and Shadow Showdown,
Yeah.
are actually really fun games. I think
Yeah.
Shadow Showdown probably more so.
Yeah.
But those games, their graphic style, I think, is timeless. And so that's the good news, but I still think, you know, almost any game could benefit from an HD remake.
Yeah.
And what I was talking about with Mario 64 is I feel like a lot of the fan base is going to want it to be as close to that OG experience as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And I think it's just so boring. Like, I want to see them add levels to it. Maybe, like, redesign other levels. I hope they go crazy with it. I just don't know if they will.
I know.
I think they'll try to play it safe.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Somehow I
saying.
don't think he needs a hand. Take
Hey.
that.
You know who also could
Feel
come
like a
back
new sponge.
and I would be okay with it?
Who?
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Why did that window close?
Because you're not allowed in there.
But I'm the one that closed it. It wasn't like someone saw me and was like, oh crap. That was weird.
Very weird.
Okay.
This
Nothing.
door is locked from the inside. Who would do such a thing?
Yeah, right? Who would? Jessica, are there any old school games you'd like to see brought back?
Another fine for Patrick.
Like anything or platformers
Anything.
or what?
Anything. Torok.
Torok would be a cool one.
With
Just
modernized
my size.
Modernized one.
controls.
Yeah, I know. I like playing it as a kid.
Yeah, me
Gary.
too.
I
That was
miss-
before the two-stick was invented.
I
Yes,
miss
thanks for
multiplayer
noticing.
Need for
I have been
Speeds.
working out.
Well, local multiplayer.
Local multiplayer. That's why I got you this one on the Xbox.
I know. We need to play it.
We do.
Not done. Doesn't matter.
I've been thinking about getting an HD converter for the Xbox.
You should.
It's one of the few consoles we can't play in HDMI, which means it's
Yeah.
one of the few consoles we can't record.
I know.
That and the PS2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops, which leads to the lighthouse? Uh-huh. There's another golden spatula.
Jonathan.
Ow. What do you mean get Sandy to help me? I can get through this. Meow, meow. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone going to get across there?
Texas.
Uh-oh, more robots. Holy Dutchman's ghost! That gap looks impossible! Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out.
I don't remember ever playing as Sandy, though. That's the thing. Do I have to go to her treehouse? Like, I don't remember ever getting her.
I thought we had this game as a kid, but I don't remember anymore.
I know you say you had Flying Dutchman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, so straight up, Sandy in the house. So she's a better, she's got a glide mechanic because she's a flying squirrel. I guess is the joke.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's. She has the lasso and stuff.
She literally just hollered, flying squirrel coming through. What were you
I
saying?
don't know talking about her being a flying squirrel.
Where does this go? Sea Needle. We'll save that. We just got here. I was really excited to get to downtown Bikini Bottom. I feel like it's an area that's not really explored too well.
Yeah.
But the way they've got it all sectioned off is... I don't know. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Like, Jellyfish Village is all vibrant and bright and colorful.
Yeah.
Which I make no hidden fact that those are typically what I gravitate towards. The brighter, more open levels to explore. Of course, you do need diversity. If every level was just bright, wide open areas, then it would lose its charm, you know?
Yeah, is there a level that's at night?
We'll just find out as we
'Cause
go.
That's what I remember. Now I'm thinking it could have been Flying Dutchman or a different game.
It could have. So 4 SpongeBob games came out on the GameCube. Lights, Camera, Pants, which was like a party game. I goofed that up.
It's a
Oh,
party
it didn't
game?
matter.
Where did you get that?
We literally own
Where
it.
did you play it?
I put it in. Don't you do this to me. SpongeBob the Movie, which is like a linear 3D platforming game
Ew. Can't believe
that
I'm
follows the
wearing
movie.
SpongeBob's underwear.
That could have been what we had to. I
That one I played a ton of
think Jimmy may have had it on the DS or something.
on the DS.
One a SpongeBob game was on the DS.
Right.
Um,
So now we can come
But then
through
we had
here
one
as
of the
SpongeBob, I
GameCube.
guess.
honestly, my mom would probably remember.
Yeah, she's got a good
Stuff like
memory for
that.
that stuff. And then the Flying Dutchman game, which we haven't played in our adulthood.
I need to watch previews for them all or something, or gameplay.
Right, yeah. Well, we own now 3 of the 4. We just
yeah,
need the
but
Flying
I bet it's
Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman.
Hey, Larry, what's shaking?
Well, shaking, Larry.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My
Did you
TV
say,
reception
boy,
has been
I'm glad to
terrible
see you?
lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself?
I'm not really much of a jumper,
Is that because
So,
there's
what's
no
jumping got to do with
$2
it?
I have no idea.
because the old antenna is up there.
Of course it is.
That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea.
The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and SpongeBob do to get across these gaps. All I can do is flex.
Lift Patrick out.
Wanna see?
You ever notice how tiny his arms are?
No, they really are.
Yeah, great.
But I did
Uh,
notice
so
how
what are you
tiny
gonna do with the old
Sandy's neck
antenna?
is.
Yeah.
Oh, that?
Like
It's
just now
yours if
while
you
she was
replace it with a
talking
new
to
one.
Larry.
Well, I have been getting bad TV reception
Yeah,
in the tree
really.
dome. Okay, Larry, you got.
So we're gonna take his bad antenna that's not getting. Am I just supposed to just have this in my inventory already? I was like, wait, they're gonna give her a talking role? Nope. They're gonna have her get brutally murdered. Brutally murdered. She just got murdered. She's still in the process of getting murdered.
Jeez.
Murdering is still occurring. Okay. That is what murder looks like.
Jeez.
Ugh. I am gonna try to... Okay, well that literally was not hard at all. First
Not as good
National
as
Bank's
Texas
down
barbecue
there.
sauce.
Let's see. I thought those were paintings. They're just flowers. This dude sucks.
Feeling refreshed.
I'm glad he's dead. Grab that. I was wondering if that would be like a hidden entrance. You feels me?
Yeah. Can't believe it's already been.
Oh, I know, right? Like, once we get the antenna, we're kind of done here.
Someone better make good use of all these.
I'm
Okay,
about to have
that's
to remind
better.
me about the comment question of the day.
Yeah, it's just, what game should be remade?
Oh, you know, I did that one. I'm getting close, but I guess I was thinking.
The first one was your favorite platformer, and this one is...
Yeah, then I've already sent you that.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, we started episode 2, and I was like, oh no, this is episode 3. And you're like, no, it's episode 2. And so I think I was still thinking that. I think I was thinking this was 4, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
3.
Yeah, this is 3.
And I do remember making that before my phone died.
You know, I think I would like to see Dark Cloud remade.
That'd be cool.
Oh, you silly little acorn. You almost...
I'd like to see a roller coaster tycoon. That'd be one.
A newer one, right? Not
Yeah,
just
a newer one, yeah.
a remake. Well then, sweetheart,
yeah,
that is not the question.
I'd like to see a remake. Are you ready for this?
Of Persona 5 on the Switch.
I don't think that necessarily be a remake, but yes. I would like to see, well, that gave me other ideas. All the Persona games on the Switch, and then also all the Kingdom Hearts games on the Switch. No, I was going to say a random game that no one knows about.
Okay, hold on.
That probably no one played.
Really?
Yeah.
What console?
PC.
Oh.
Yeah, I've told you about
What
it.
does it start with?
S.
I feel like people have probably played that.
I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about.
Is it one word that someone could think would be 2 words?
Maybe, or it's 2 words.
It's probably 1 word though.
Mouth it. Yeah. How'd
Okay.
you know?
What do you mean, how did I know? You've only played like 12 games in your life.
It's been more than that.
So when you're like, oh, there's this old game I used to play, I'm like, well, there was only like 3 old games that you used to play, so it's kind of narrowed down for me.
Should I tell them?
No, you should leave that one in your head and not answer
Okay.
the comment question of the day.
Sim Ant.
Unless
Same
varmint.
ant.
Yeah.
Which I swear people have probably played. Like the Sim, anything Sim has a cult following these
Yeah.
days. You'd be surprised.
It probably wouldn't be as fun now, but as a kid,
But
I
if they-
loved that game.
If they updated it.
Yeah.
Oh, what even is a lasso, Sandy?
Yeah, that game was fun.
You hear that, Evie? It was fun. Yeah, I'm sure if you HDify it, it's got the potential of being something decent, I guess. Alright, we're almost at the end here.
Can make it 3D.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. Why not? No good answer, huh?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah, what in the world, Evie? I'm glad this doesn't give out after a second. It just lets you...
Yeah, that's it. It just keeps going as long as you're
It actually
holding
did go to give out, but that's
Oh.
okay.
it. At least it waited.
Yeah, it did. It was pretty generous. Okay, dead. Grab that.
Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's
Oh, shoot.
underwear.
It'd be cool if whenever you change characters, like some of the items changed.
Okay.
Like the lives being underwear, like it'd be cool
Yeah.
if it was like her
So
bowl.
Jessica can't hear the characters, but like when Patrick would get it, he'd be like, this is SpongeBob's underwear. It doesn't fit me right. And then when Sandy gets it, she says, I can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'm kind of hoping this actually, okay, has a bounce to it. No.
I like that they acknowledge it though.
Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely at least acknowledge it. Can you grab hold of that, please?
No.
Squirrel brain. And what's the deal with squirrels? I mean, they are so stupid. How stupid are they? They wear a helmet. Hey, how many squirrels does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. They're too stupid to figure it out. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember either, but I just watched that episode with the kids. You know, back when we were watching a lot of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Boom.
Shinier the better.
Alright, y'all come over here to die. Boom. Got him. Was she just hanging out or something?
Yeah.
The whole world knows about Evie now, so you don't really have to keep
It's
her
just
bull
funny
crap a
how she's
secret.
laying. Look at her.
You ever feel bad for this dude? Because it's like, where is he going? I have karate. Yeah.
Beep.
All he has is darn nematodes. These levels are like super disjointed. Oh my gosh. As in, it's not easy to access an old part of the rooftops.
Yeah.
This is one of those games that you start questioning whether it's a hidden gem because everybody calls it a hidden gem.
Yeah. I don't get where it's not a hidden gem.
I mean, I think... What even is a lasso? I'm just taking the long loading screen. So... I think it started maybe with Metal Jesus. He said this was a hidden gem, and now everybody, when they talk about like platformers or GameCube games, people are always like, dude, Battle for Bikini Bottom's hidden gem. I'm like... At what point is it not a hidden gem? Like, it's okay just to call it a gem.
Yeah.
Like, the game is better than people thought it would be.
And it's obviously not hidden if they remake it.
Right? It got an HD remake. We have to take it off the...
Hidden gem.
If somebody makes a video in the future calling this a hidden gems, I'm going to make a video called This Game Is Not Hidden Anymore.
It's true, though.
Right? I mean, I was already... Oh, shoot. I was already thinking that. Like Metal Jesus called this a hidden gem. Like, it's over.
Most hidden gems probably wouldn't get remade, though.
I mean, unless they're like... Well, I mean, I think at that point, they're no longer hidden.
Yeah, yeah.
They are sufficiently gemified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay to start off as a hidden gem. It's okay to be darn good and nobody know about you. But then once you get an HD remake and you're in a Metal Jesus video, it's like, alright. This no longer fits the bill of a hidden gem.
Yeah.
It's just a darn good game that exists. So that can take us back if we wanted it. Oh.
Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy.
I think we had to keep doing this because we gotta jump off of this. Okay. Dang, are we here? No, I thought one of these was an antenna.
I did too.
Toasted tiki Texas style.
I think that got me, actually. Despite me being nowhere near it. Okay, finally, here we go. Ooh. So Sandy doesn't have a ground pound. So they're gonna make us change into one of the other characters?
I guess so.
Definitely not Patrick.
Does Patrick not have a ground pound?
He does. I'm just saying it went from Sandy to Sponge. It went from SpongeBob to Sandy to SpongeBob.
Oh, okay.
Patrick will be glad to have this
See
back.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so we now have access to that. Where does this take me? What did that say?
I didn't even see.
But alright, let's go ahead and start wrapping this episode up. Are you ready? What? Is this like a
Oh, get
bonus
ready.
level?
Go. You're just supposed to go.
Oh, sparkly!
I have no idea.
Oh. Are you supposed to get
The underwear?
Yeah.
That's
or
just
the-
health.
So it's just there in case you
Oh.
need it.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, this part would certainly be easier.
Get the health, get the health.
I feel like a new sponge.
Okay, there we go. Oh shoot, I should probably kill this thing before he makes another
You've just
glove
met the
love.
Sponginator.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could be Sandy for this part. Alright, yes, I'm ready.
Why, Captain?
Nobody asked you.
I can't hear you.
Ashley, I'm fine, or I will be. I got a bulletproof vest on.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
We're
That's
just gonna
weird. You
cheat,
just immediately do that, you know?
which is what we're
That's the main
doing.
one, but not bad.
I feel like a new sponge.
Ah, I keep forgetting to move.
Fresh
again.
like a
Yeah.
spring breeze.
Dang, dude, we're grilling it now.
Wow.
Don't even matter. Oh, this one's actually got some baddies.
And there's another one over there.
Oh, there is, and there.
Yeah, go, go, go.
I'm just glad we're not dealing with G-Love.
I feel like a new sponge.
Is that the spaceship one?
Yeah.
Which underwear?
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Oh, that's it. We did it.
Nice.
Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push.
It's weird they could let you miss the spatula. Because they put the trampoline right there.
Yeah.
We can travel to downtown streets, or probably go back up to rooftops. I guess is how that works.
I have no idea.
But alright guys, let us know what game deserves to be remade. I would throw my hat in the ring for Vex. Wouldn't mind seeing the Fairly Odd Parents games.
Yeah.
I don't remember everything I said.
I don't either.
But alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next episode of Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Rehydrated.
Rehydrated. Have a good night, everybody.